Modern Warfare was supposed to be good, supposed to be great. All right, the gameplay is there. All right, the gameplay is fun. The pacing is really nice. The guns feel really solid. That's where it kind of stops, right? My main issue is with the map list, because the maps are absolutely terrible, right? I mainly play Gunfight, right? Gunfight doesn't have the biggest issue. You got Speedball, Stack, King. The three maps, 3 out of 6. It's not bad. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 out of 7. 3 out of 7. That's not bad, right? That's okay. That's pretty decent. It's kind of not what you would expect, but that's okay. All right, I can deal with. I can deal with playing on a couple bad maps here and there. But when you get to the regular, just standard multiplayer, like the TDM, Domination, that's where it just falls off a cliff, right? There's I can count maybe like three good maps, right? Two maps are like, I won't be too mad if I play on them, and then the rest are just garbage. There's like 12 multiplayer maps, right? You have 3 good ones, and then 2 ones that you don't really want to play on, but you'll take it. That is absolutely terrible. Like, what are you doing? Like, less than 25% of the maps are good in multiplayer. That's completely unacceptable. That literally makes me not want to play the game. Me and my friend got so frustrated the last time we played that we kind of just stopped. I don't know. We were just playing, having an okay time, and then 3 maps in a row were just absolutely atrocious, and we just stopped because we couldn't take it anymore. We couldn't take just pounding our heads against a wall that, like, it's not gonna something you can fix easily. It's just so frustrating because the beta was so fun. The beta only had a couple maps, but those maps were pretty good. Grasner Raid and Azir Cave were okay. They were manageable, right? But then when the game actually comes out, and then boom, hit you with all these new maps. Oh, cool, all these new maps, but they're all garbage. And it just blows my mind. Like, how could they mess up this bad? Like, they had everything going right for them. Everything, all the hype building up, everything was going just perfect, and then they mess up the maps to the maximum level you could. Right? They're so big and so windy and twisty and turny, all these angles and everything. You spend like a minute and a half walking around, and then you die in 2 seconds from some dude that you can't even see. This is consistent. This is a consistent basis. I know I'm not the best player. I'll admit that, right? I'm not the best player. I would say I'm about average. But just taking it from an average player, most people are average players. That's what average is supposed to mean, right? And they're all being frustrated by this same issue. It's just completely unacceptable. They had a great thing going, and the map list is just ruining it. And what's even worse is that Infinity Ward knew that this was going to be a big issue because they took out map voting, right? It's not in the game. You can't, every time a game ends, you're kicked back out and you go right into a new lobby, right? No voting whatsoever, because they knew that if they did voting, you'd be playing on the same like 2-3 maps every single time, because not because they were popular ones, right? But because they're the only ones that are even playable, right? Other maps are just absolutely atrocious, absolutely terrible, and it's just so. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just so frustrating. It's I'm kind of done at this point, right? It's been 2 days. The game's been out for 2 days, and I'm already kind of done with it. I'm just so frustrated. Like I almost like reopened BO4. Like, I almost did it. I'm not gonna do it, right? I'd rather just not play a game than play a Call of Duty right now. But like, it's just I can't take it. Like, I can't. It's just terrible. Like, the guns are great, gameplay's solid, pacing's great. It's just the maps pull the entire thing down. Like, they needed. I don't know what they can do. That's the thing. Like, the map's already set in stone. They're already out. They're working on new ones right now for DLC. But at this point, there's nothing they can do except for letting you filter maps in a playlist. That's it. I just don't know. Like, how soon they're gonna do it, if they're gonna take the community's advice on this, because I'm not the only one complaining about this. I guarantee you, I've seen all these people through Twitter and Reddit complaining about these maps that are just not up to par of what we expect. And it's just so sad to see at this point from Infinity Ward, from a game that we thought was going to be the pinnacle of Call of Duty, just to kind of fall on its face so fast. Alright, that's kind of my rant right now. I know you might not agree with everything I'm saying. I might be over exaggerating a lot, but that's where I stand at this point. I stand at a point where I'm just too frustrated to even continue playing this game right now, and it's just saddening. It's just so saddening.